So this week on Eat Like a Local, we're going to explore Mediterranean, Middle Eastern cuisine. We're going to start here at Phoenicia, talk about breads and cheeses and meats and baklavas and all the pastries and spices. And then we're going to head over and meet with Ali at Al Asil, have a good conversation, try some delicious kebabs, good hummus, maklama. All right, let's go. Let's do this today. We're here at Phoenicia. I think it's just one of the most iconic places in this city. From the breads to the deli to the meat department to spices to rice. Baklava's being made here all the time. It's got it all. It's pretty amazing. The different cheeses, the baklavas, the different types of kataifi that you have rolled up everywhere. This is the OG. Or was there something before this that grew into this?
The OG was across the street on the north side of Westheimer. It was Phoenicia Deli. And it started by my parents. My dad worked at his dad's store back in Beirut, so he has it kind of in his blood. They fled the war, the Civil War in '78, so they finally said, after a bullet flew through my brother's window,
It's time to go.
it's time to go. Then they came here because we had some cousins already here. My dad was at an engineering firm. The early 80s, you know, oil wasn't good, the situation there. So he's like, you know what, wife, let's start a business. And they did. And it started with that mom and pop shop across the street, sandwiches, some shelves. And then eventually we moved here and brought that original restaurant to the front of this building over there, which is now called, in my mom's honor, RP's Phoenicia Deli.
I mean, you want to talk about going from a small cash and carry to this? It's big. How many products do you have?
It's close to 20,000. Kind of grew as people asked for more and more European, Mediterranean, Asian, South American stuff. Pita bread, baklava, meats, cheeses that it's hard to find, wines, halal meats, cuts, that anything you're looking for, we have.
There's not too many places you can get a whole goat.
Nope.
You guys probably sell quite a bit of them.
We do.
I've bought a lot of goats in my life and a lot of lambs in my life, but knowing that I can come in here and get a whole animal, that is a beautiful sight. But then the whole cuts where you get the lamb, not too many places. Like, how many lamb necks do you guys sell?
A whole lot.
This is like one of my favorite cuts to braise with. You know, this is a cut that you don't see at most grocery stores, right?
No.
You don't see this at any stores, right? Where you
And we break down the whole animal most cases, and that's how we keep prices down too, because we do the work ourselves. It's a lot more economical that way for the customer. It's kind of a lost art, yeah.
It's a very much a lost art. Butchers are a lost art. These good looking birds.
That's one of our specialities, actually. People come for that, especially lunchtime or it's a take-home thing. They love it.
I'm gonna just get one of those rolling down pitas and just let's go.
Sandwich time.
But I can come in here and grab lunch as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's where it started, right?
Yeah. We got a hot grill line over there, great kebab plates. You can sit down at the bakery, have a European treat, you can have a tart, you can have a baklava, you can have a Mediterranean meat pie. I mean, you can come here every day and probably eat something different.
That's amazing. It's nice to be able to say that, you know what? You can get the same things that restaurants are getting from us.
We sell a lot of pita bread to a lot of restaurants because how many places make fresh pita bread in town or even in the state? Not many.
And you talk to a lot of the people that are making shawarmas, especially on trucks and what have you. They're all getting it off this conveyor belt, basically.
Yep. This was my dad's brain, his idea. Let's drop it right in front of their faces so everybody can see that this is fresh product.
I mean, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's just literally beep, beep, beep,
You
beep,
can
beep,
tell
beep.
he's an engineer.
Can I try one?
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that. A little slide through. And look how thin this is. Like,
It's not much better than fresh bread right off the press.
delicious.
Still good.
Still good. Still good after 40 years. So what's happening up there?
That's the magic room where the dough actually is cut.
Yeah.
And then it'll get to the oven that's about 900 degrees, puff up like a nice balloon pillow, and then it'll cool on its way down, and by the time it gets down to them, They compress it, stick it in the bag.
So up here, looking at like how the bread makes it down into this giant goodness tray of like happiness. Like, so it just comes out of the hopper, starts to form what it needs to be, the size and the shape, and then it just kind of goes through this
Proofing conveyor.
a little proofing conveyor, and then pops out in here, gets rolled one direction, and then it comes over here, then gets rolled the other direction so it gets to be the shape that they need it to, and then hits the oven.
At 900 degrees.
Get it cooked, it puffs, and then it starts a long ride down of cooling to go to bag. How many pita can you make in an hour?
A couple thousand.
That's a lot of bread. The Pita Express is amazing. You got people back here making baklava, huh?
The baklava general.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's
He
pretty.
cranks out a lot of baklava. This is kind of our trademark right here. As you can see, all this made in-house. This baklava, you got chocolate baklava, you got pistachio finger baklava, Turkish baklava, that's something we created, apple baklava that has apple, walnut, and apricot inside.
Is that your pops?
Yeah, that's my pops. Yeah. That's him.
Gotta keep it going, you know?
I try hard.
That's what it's all about.
He never gives up. This is Fadi, our baklava general. Him and his team make baklava every day, all day long, and that's his specialty.
It's just a labor of love.
Everything by hand.
Phyllo heaven. Right there. So much phyllo. That's how you get the texture on it. That's pretty cool. And so what is this one?
Coconut basbousa with orange.
Basbousa?
Yeah.
Nice. So the coconut basbousa, semolina, and then coconut and orange. Awesome. And then the syrup is just like a simple syrup. That's delicious.
Yeah.
That is awesome. You would think with all the simple syrup on it that it'd be overly sweet, but the cake itself is not that sweet, which is very nice. Just on the outside.
Yeah.
That's literally delicious. If you're gonna say, hey, I'm gonna cook or I'm gonna grab something for dinner, what is it?
Oh man.
That's hard, right? Because
Yeah.
you grew up in this room.
I did. I love the flatbreads, the za'atar and cheese flatbreads, which is kind of a traditional breakfast in Lebanon.
Man, every time as a cook, I would come out here and grab stuff and find stuff. That was like my roadie. Was that za'atar and cheese flatbread, and I just roll it in the car and just.
That's it right
you
there.
get this, but then all of a sudden you feel that one. Oh yeah. See, that one right there is warm and perfect. And this would just be the fold over snacky on the way back. Don't think it's not gonna be today. And they're just stacking them in here. And you got the Iraqi soman bread.
Those are hand rolled, of course. That's
This
more
is
the
the Turkish
style, yeah, the compressed.
I mean, just the amount that you have.
That's tandoor, which is pretty similar to naan.
And then you got naan right next to it.
If you want to make a really big sandwich, here you go. Jumbo pita.
All right, that's a shawarma for two. Golly.
That's Armenian, actually, and it's madnakash, which literally translates to pulled by fingers.
Because they're just stretching
And
before it goes in.
This bread is amazing rewarmed. You can make some pizza with that. You can make a muffalata sandwich with that.
I bet all this makes a really good burger too.
It does. It does.
How many restaurants are not buying this when they should be?
I don't know.
I mean, you're feeding all
That's
cultures.
That's Persian style. That's Barbary bread.
So no matter where you're at in the world, if you want that taste of home, it's here.
Yeah.
It's
That's-
literally here.
I
You
mean-
want to go over the spice aisle?
Yeah, let's do it.
Spice aisle's pretty amazing too. I mean,
These are all packed by us. If you look at the pricing, you can tell the cost savings to customers.
you tell me you go to you need cinnamon sticks or something. Yeah, that's $5. You need to raise your prices, man.
No, that's not.
This is like a secret. That shouldn't be a secret anymore. When people were like, where do I get Burberry?
Probably going to be here.
Right here. I learned so much just walking here. I hope that other cooks people that really love to cook, come out and see this. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being who you are and what you're doing. And thank your
you.
family for creating this It's pretty special.
Thank you.
Phoenicia. Lee. I'm just gonna scoot down the road a little bit. Alasil is charcoal grilled meats, some of the best dishes, some of the nicest people. I'm gonna talk to Ali. All right? I'll see you over there. All right, so eat like a local. We're on Richmond, Dunvale right here. Right behind us is Alasil, one of my favorite places in the city for just this grilled chicken, fresh made pita. Guy does 200 chickens a day. It's a lot of birds, man, for this little restaurant. It's amazing. Can't wait for you to meet Ali and his wife. Let's head on in. Ali, Qatar, thank you so much for having me today.
Always a pleasure, you know that.
The food here is exceptional.
Oh my God, thank you. Family business, so we try to keep it up, you know?
When did you guys open?
2012.
What made you do that?
My mom, because I love cooking.
Yeah?
I love cooking.
So y'all took a chance and opened a restaurant?
Yes, sir.
His whole family are great cooks.
Yeah?
Yeah, his parents, his sisters, his brothers, they all magically know how to make great dishes.
She cooks every day.
Really?
Yes.
He's a better cook than I am.
We complete each other in a way, you know?
So tell me about this place. Tell me about Alasil. What does Alasil mean to you?
It's mean the original.
The origin?
In Arabic, the original food. And I came from a family that likes to cook. I try to do the same, cook the way they cook it back home. And we get most of our spices and ingredients from back home too.
So when I first started coming here, I started hearing about this place, right? And it was, okay, I heard about this chicken.
The fried chicken or the grilled?
I heard about the fried chicken, but the grill got me. But then there was another dish that got me. You know?
Makhlama, you know?
Makhlama, yeah. So you said when I came in here the first time, you need to get this dish.
This is everyday breakfast dish. It's a simple dish. Onions, tomatoes, beef, some eggs. We make it a little bit different, you know, because we use the thyme, a little bit thyme on top of it, a little bit of garlic. It's gave it a unique taste.
And then when we started getting into that, then it's like the hummus came out, right? And
of course, man.
Come on. The texture of it is fantastic. It's like you see a lot of hummus out there. And not all hummus is created equal. But your hummus, the flavor's on point, the texture's on point, everything is like exceptionally well.
Chris, everything you do from the heart, it comes right. Second thing, when you start from scratch, raw hummus, uncooked, hard hummus, you cook it yourself to a certain point where you think where it's right, then you use the right amount of ingredients. Every time the same, that's how it's gonna come out. Patient, hard, how much you love what you do, that's what makes the difference.
I think what I love about this place is that the heart that you put into it and the family, your staff, everybody.
Thank you, I have nice staff, I have a good support. My wife supported me all the way since day one. We had some struggles, you know, at the beginning. I mean, we used to do 5-6 chicken a day, now we're doing 200. 250 a day, only chicken. Forget about the kebab, the lamb chop, the fish, but only chicken, you know, imagine?
Why?
Because I love chicken, and it's good chicken. My second seller is beef kebab.
Yeah.
I use the filet mignon. You don't have to even marinate filet mignon. You just put it in the grill and you cook it the right way and everybody will like it, you know? Just salt and pepper. So the kebab was easy. The hardest part was the chicken. And
as far as like grill, you guys, is it gas grill, charcoal grill? What are you using?
a little bit of both.
It's good.
We started with a gas grill, then we finished it on the grill.
I think it's great for the flavor, right?
Gives it more flavor, yeah.
Well, because when I walked back here, I knew the answer because I saw it one day and I was like, that setup is awesome. You make all your breads here in-house, yeah?
Yes. Make the bread, everything made here.
Everything's from scratch in this
Everything from scratch.
That's why it's so good.
Well, let me get you something to eat.
Ali, so you just threw down a bunch of stuff, right? Talk me through this. Like,
We're gonna start with your favorites. This is the makhlama.
so just beef, egg, tomato,
onions,
spices.
That's it.
And it's just one of my favorite things. to
Yes,
just,
sir.
Like, this should be breakfast for everybody all the time.
Breakfast, lunch, brunch. It's good. You have to enjoy it with a little bit of pita bread. This is the right way to eat it, you know? Like this.
Just swiping it up, huh?
Swipe it up.
That's pretty perfect. And then hummus, kind of the same thing.
The same way.
So you're just swiping hummus with French, you know?
Yes, sir. You have to enjoy it the right way.
And that is just perfect texture.
See?
Right amount of tahini, acid's perfect.
You can't get enough.
It's just beautiful, creamy. Now, this is the one that kind of blew me away. Because I saw this thing all of a sudden, it's like stromboli. Italian dish.
It's Italian dish. It's
right?
We're all in the middle. We're all Middle Eastern. You know, we our food is kind of close to each other. You know.
Of course.
And we do the kebabs all the time, but we do it on a sandwich. We never baked it with the bread. So I said, I'm gonna try it. I want to bake it with the bread, see how it tastes, and it tastes awesome.
Yeah, it's everything I want. So it's got the kebab, a little bit of tahini inside.
A little bit of tahini, a little bit of cheese.
It's like a perfect little hammer. All right, let's get to this masterpiece that you have over here. This is the chicken and a little lamb chop.
That's an extra bonus.
And a little kebab.
That's an extra bonus for you.
That's delicious. So, full bird, marinated.
The night before.
The night before. And then to me, it's just one of these bullet parts, right? Beautiful texture, beautiful char. Come on.
Stay healthy, no grease, perfect.
And just one of the best flavors and textures.
Min Health Magazine rated my chicken #1 in the U.S.
Really?
Swear to God. I was surprised to see that.
One thing I need to get into is this right here. Because I'm a full believer that chicken wings
And the best,
should be their own food group. Man,
tell me you're happy.
I don't need to tell you, you know it.
I know it.
You can see it in my face.
I know it. I know it. We serve each dish with rice and salad. The rice is done from scratch too. We have our own spices.
All you really need in life,
You're right.
the rice and this chicken. Come for the stromboli, stay for the chicken. Because I've seen it in here. A lot of the mix of this grilled, which is perfect, and then some of the fried.
I need to get you one of the fried ones.
I know.
Forgot
But you know what? I think the secret in the fried chicken is that's the secret. You just have to come get it. I can't show you everything. I feel bad for showing people the stromboli. It's so good. That's why you're selling 200-300 chickens a day.
We have 3 kinds of chicken. This chicken, and we have the fried chicken, and we have the musakhar, which is same chicken on top of a pizza, soaked with olive oil and onion, fried onion. And we bake it in the oven, the bread and the onion and the chicken together. It's totally different story.
So there's 3 chickens.
There's 3 chicken. I do the chicken, the rice, and the salad for under $20.
$20. The chicken,
The chicken,
the rice,
the rice,
the salad,
the salad, and the pizza.
and the pita.
Yes, sir.
Why would you ever go eat fast food again?
I'm glad you're my friend.
Me too. I'm glad you're my friend.
Thank you.
Love you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
What to order at Al Asil? The hummus is always fantastic. Get it with the meat, fantastic combination. The maklama, one of my favorite dishes ever. Scrambled eggs, ground beef, tomatoes, garlic. It's absolutely perfect. One of the things that Al Asil is known for, either the grilled or the fried chicken. You owe it to yourself for that one. Their breads are fantastic, but don't sleep on the mixed grill either. You get all of the kebabs, the kofta, the beef, and the chicken.
All right, so we met with Ali, his wife, had a beautiful chicken, some rice, some of my favorite dishes, that hummus. I'll think about it for the rest of the day. But since we're here, there's this little pastry shop right down the corner in this strip center called Susie's Pastry Shop. Some of the best baklava I've ever had, some of the best cakes out there too. Susie's, let's hit it, huh? So we're down at Susie's Pastry Shop, right off of Richmond, Dunvale. All right, you got Al Asil next door, you got Cedar's Bakery on the other side. This is one of these places that I just think is super unique to the city, and it's just beautiful. We got some kanafi getting ready to get heated up. Just awesome, we'll talk about that in a minute. And then look at the pastries, all these cakes. Vanilla fruit, pistachio, Arabic coffee, and then you get into the cookies. all the pedophores with sesame and just cookies. But then you get over into this place, you get all this fried dough, soaked in syrup, delicious. And then you want to talk about baklava? This is like the world of baklava. Pistachio, walnut. They're beautiful. Let's get into this. This is a breakfast dish. Totally understand that. I get that crust, it's really fantastic too. Not too probably not that sweet. Fantastic. Then this, look at this. This is more Turkish in style, where it's kanafi, or like shredded phyllo on top, right? Same kind of cheesy deliciousness, pistachio. I mean, look at that. If you want that cheesy breakfast type, it's also good for dessert too, but you know, you've got shredded phyllo, super fine, crunchy texture, pistachio, melty cheese, sweet syrup. This is what caught my eye when I walked in, because it always does. Just traditional for me to see something like this and go, that's what I want. You want to give gifts? This is the place you come, right? You go and you want to take something to a dinner party? This is where you come. You just take a little snack box, like they'll just put an assortment. And it's like the best thing to show love. You go over to a friend's house for dinner, you show love through food. Bring them a little sweet snack from here. Solid move, I say.
Where else to go get Middle Eastern food or Mediterranean food? Al Shami, the food truck out on Westheimer, awesome. While you're hitting up the trucks, stop by Gourmandise, right off of Chimney Rock in Westheimer. Absolutely fantastic. Aladdin, super fantastic, great people, delicious food.
So when we start to talk about Mediterranean cuisine, learning food from all over that region is very important. You can start to learn people through food. You can start to learn culture through food. It starts to get the questions flowing. Why do you use this bread? Why this spice? And here at Phoenicia, you can travel all throughout the Middle East and the Mediterranean and learn these things. What's next? I feel like I nailed that on the one trip. Nailed it. So hot.
Wow. I see how this is going. All right.
So we want to hear where you're eating too. So hit us up on Instagram at EatLikeALocalTX. Tell us where you're eating. We want to come see what you see. All right?